Hello friends, welcome to my channel Novatech Videos, and in this video we will understand what is WSUS server and how we can configure it. So WSUS stands for Windows Service Server Update Services. So this is very important to patch all the servers and your computers which are in your infra, and also when we install the new operating system on it could be your server operating system or the client operating system, but it has to have the latest update available on this, so that all the required features and the security related and bug fix that can be installed based on the patches. And if you have already SCCM server in your environment, then you don't need to install the WSUS server separately, because SCCM also install the WSUS as part of SCCM. And nowadays we have also some third-party services like Manage Engine and others. So they also can be utilized to install the patches on servers as well as your computers. But since this is the Microsoft role, so let's go ahead and understand how we can install the role and how we can do the configuration for WSUS, so that it can be ready for to do the patching on client and server machines. So this is server 2019, and we will install the role on this, and it is also holding the role of Active Directory, because you need to have the Active Directory also available. But it is not at all recommended to install both the things, your Active Directory and WSUS on the same server. But this is my test infra, so I don't have any issue, and I'll install and do the demonstration on this. So here are some basic prerequisites to configure the Windows Server Update Services, and you have to make sure these all things are available and handy with you. So the first thing, that is internet. So internet connection should be there on the server where you are configuring the WSUS role to download the package. And secondly, the 443 and 8530, these ports should be open. And the third thing, that is optional. If you are using the proxy, you should have the proxy URL along with the port number which is used by proxy. And the fourth thing, that is the list of operating system available in your infra. So you should have the list of all the operating systems available in your environment, because for them you will download the patches on the WSUS server, like to 2012, 2016, 2019, Windows 7, Windows 10, Windows 8. So what and all operating systems you should have that list ready. And also sometimes what happens, we cannot allow the full internet connection on the WSUS server, because it might create some problem or the security threats. So these are the URLs which need to be allowed, at least to download all the patches from the Microsoft to WSUS server. So now let's go ahead and install the role first. So for installing the role, you have to open the server manager, and here you can see this is the server, and I'll install the role WSUS. So you have to click on manage, then add role, then click on next, then click on next, and this is the server which I'm going to install on. So let's click on next, and here you will find the Windows, the last one, Windows Server Update Services, and add features. So the required features also will be added while the role is installing, so you don't need to install any specific feature. Click on next and next, and here, yes, these two things we require: WID connectivity and WSS service. This is the database WID connectivity, and if you have large infra and if you want to configure the main server on this and other servers, means if you have multiple sites available, there you will install the streamlined servers. So you have to have the SQL Server connectivity or the SQL Server installation on this, so that it can manage the large database. But in my case, I am going with the only two, and the WID connectivity, that will be the local database. Now let's click on next, and here you have to define the path. So where you will install the patches, means where the patches will be stored. So it's always good based on the operating system, so you have to allocate some dedicated storage for the WSUS, so that it can accommodate all the patches based on your need. So let's create one folder named I have only single drive, so here only I'll create one folder WSUS database. So we have to give this path. Okay, so this will be the data store, but it is not recommended to have this data store or the database on the C drive where your operating system is installed. Keep it always separate from the operating system drive. But this is my test infra, so I don't have any issue, so I'll go ahead and install this. So let's do next. So it is recognize our AD on the server. So here Microsoft also given, if you have a drive formatted with NTFS at least 6 GB or of the free disk space, so you have to have at least 6 GB of free space available. So let's click on next, and it requires the IIS also to be installed, but IIS is already installed on the server. But if it is not installed, it will be installed, and let's go ahead and install it. And if it requires a reboot, so I'll select that and let's click on install. So the installation is started. So the role is installed now, and it is asking to launch post installation task. So let's click on this. So it will do the further configuration. Oh, click on close, and here you will get, so the post deployment configuration, this is started. So the configuration will start. So before you begin, there are 3 terms and conditions, which you can see is the firewalls configured to allow the client to access the server. So firewall should be configured, and if this is upstream server or downstream server, so upstream server, we will discuss about this later, and you should have the proxy credentials if you are using proxy. So let's click on next, and here it is asking to participate with Microsoft, but I will not go for that. If you want to participate, you can just click on this. So we'll say on next, and here synchronize from the Microsoft update. So this is the mainstream server. So I'll go with the synchronize from the Microsoft update. If you are configuring the downstream servers, you can configure for this option, what is the server name and the port, and how it will connect, the SSL and other things. But this is my primary server, so I am just going to configure and download the updates on the server. So let's click on next. I don't have any proxy because directly I am connecting to the internet. Let's click on next, and it is started now, and we have to just click on start connecting. So it is going to take some time, so let me pause the video. So this is connected to the upstream servers. So let's click on next, and here we have to select the language. So obviously that is English, and here are the product. We have to choose the product from the list. So here is the list of all products, and from the list we have to patch only 2019 and Windows 10. I will deselect all and configure for only Windows 10. Here are the builds: Windows 10, 1709, 1803. Okay. I don't have Windows 8. Windows Server 2012. R2 2016, 2019. That's it, and click next. And I want only the critical and definition updates. I don't want the drivers, and I want security updates as well. And upgrades I don't need. You can configure for the upgrades, tools, service packs if required, and drivers as well. And let's click on next. And because this is the first WSUS server, so I will go with the manual configuration, and later on I will configure to synchronize with for the update. I'll schedule that. For now this is fine. Okay, click next and next and finish. So this is all done from the WSUS side, and now we have to configure the policy for client machines. So let's open the group policy console, gpmc.msc, and I don't have much machines, but I will configure this policy on domain itself. But if you have any specific OU for the servers, you can link that policy to that particular OU. You don't need to configure that to the domain. Okay, WSUS update, WSUS policy. Now, policy is configured. Let's open it, add it, and to configure the configuration policies, then administrator tools, templates, Windows updates, and Windows component and Windows update. So here configure this policy. We have to configure automatic updates. So we have to enable it first. Enable, install. So this is fine. Auto download and notify for install, and install during automatic maintenance. This is fine. Every day. So we can give any time to sync or schedule. 3 o'clock. This is fine for me every day. And install updates for other Microsoft product. So this these all settings need to be configured here. Let's click apply, then okay, this is enabled, and we have to configure the client side. The second policy, which we have to configure to point to the servers, client machines. Let's click on this, enable, and here my path is HTTP, then DC-1, then domain name id.com, then we have to give the port 8530, and same will copy and set the intranet. So the intranet location is also configured. Apply, then okay, let's close it. So this is all from the group policy side. Let's update the group policy. So that was the configuration part, and that's it. The configuration is done and the patchings are getting downloaded. In the next video we will understand how we can approve the patches for Windows 10 and Windows Server 2019. Also we will understand how we can create the group or segregate the computers on the WSUS. So that's it in this video, and hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching.